Art of Dance here in Oakville. Thank you again for joining us on another tutorial. Today we are going to continue with our salsa, and what we're going to learn today is we're going to learn two things. We're going to learn our 360 turns, and the 360 turns that we're going to focus on today are turns to the left. And then we're going to discuss hook turns, okay? And we're going to discuss the hook turns to the right. So, lots of turning going on in today's lesson, and of course, as always, we'll put it together in a fun routine for you to practice. So, let's get started. So, salsa. We are going to take our turn. So far in our tutorials, we've been turning a lot to the right. So, we have been turning with our left leg in the direction of our right side or the right shoulder, okay? So you're turning to the right quite often up until this point. What we're going to do now is we're going to start back with the left foot again, but we're going to rotate a full 360 turn. So coming right back to face myself or face yourself, depending on where you're practicing. And you are coming back a full rotation, 360 turn to come back to face the camera, okay? So what you're going to do is start with the left foot, okay? Still 6 steps in your salsa, okay? That has not changed. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, okay? So what we're gonna do, first step, left foot forward for 1. Now, what you would normally do in your salsa basic is you would replace your weight onto that right leg for 2 and close for 3, right? This is going to change. Your number 2 step is going to change. So step 1 is the same, okay? Step 2, we are going to twist that toe inward, okay? That's called a pigeon toe. What that's going to do is that's going to allow you to then open up your body. If you see, when I start to put the weight back onto that right foot, my shoulders open up to the side of the room, the left side of the room. So that pigeon toe is critical, okay? You can lift and land, but if you want this to be seamless, what you're going to do is you are simply just going to twist that toe inward, okay? So if I were to reset, I'm going to dance my first step in salsa, 1. Then I'm going to twist that foot inward, okay? And put my weight onto that right foot for 2. Now, my third step is actually going to complete half of the rotation. So my third step, I'm going to look to the back wall and land on my left foot for 3. I am halfway there, okay? So I've, in essence, done a 180 turn up until that point. So I'll reset again, and we'll discuss the first 3 steps. Again, forward for 1. Pigeon toe and land for 2. Look to the back wall and land for 3 on that left. Okay, so that was your 1, 2, 3. From this direction now, I will dance it again. So you're stepping forward on the left for 1, pigeon toe and land for 2, and come around, hello, and land on that left for 3. Okay, and that's, in essence, so far we've done a 180 turn to the left, okay? So let's discuss finishing that rotation. So let's get back into that half of a turn and we'll finish the full 360. So again, forward on that left, 1. Pigeon toe, replace your weight onto that right foot for 2. Come around, look for that back wall for 3. Okay, what you're gonna do now, 5, your 4th step, which is count number 5, confusing, I know. You are going to take that right foot, you're going to step it forward for 5, okay? What you're going to do is you're pivoting on 5, and you're going to land onto that left for 6, and all you're doing for 7 is you're closing your feet for 7. So bring that right foot in, put all your weight onto that right foot for 7. Again, all 6 steps of this 360 rotation. 1, pigeon toe and land for 2. And then come around and look for the back wall and put all your weight onto your left leg for 3. Now straight forward for 5. Come and pivot, replace your weight for 6 onto that left foot, close your feet and transfer your weight onto your right for 7. Okay? One more time. This one's a complicated one, okay? So we'll go over this quite a few times. So 1, 2, 3, straight ahead for 5. 5, pivot, transfer your weight from your right to your left for 6, and close your feet for 7. and make sure to transfer your weight fully onto that right leg for 7 so that you have your left available, okay? One more time, and then I'll reverse my, my angle so you can see from the other side. And 1, 2, 3, okay? Here we go. 5 is straight forward. 5, 6, 7. Okay? One more time, and I promise I'll reverse. Okay? Dance teacher, one more time is never one more time. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now I will turn and we'll dance this from this angle. All right, so left leg to start. And 1, pigeon toe for 2. Step towards the screen for 3, or the camera for me for 3. Okay? 5 is that straight. Okay, straight ahead for 5. 5, pivot, transfer of weight for 6, and then close your feet for 7. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, and then again. And 5, 6, 7. Okay? So, we need to make sure 2 things, okay? That on your second step, that pigeon toe needs to be present, okay? So, if you want to make sure that this is seamless, bum, 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 okay? That pigeon toe really helps opening up the body, opening up the shoulders, okay? A little trick is wherever your toes point, your body goes, okay? My toe is this way, my toe is that way, okay? So wherever your toes go, and wherever they're pointing, your body naturally wants to open up, all right? We can force it to adjust, but naturally, the natural way that our bodies move is wherever our toes go, our body goes, and so do our eyes. Our visual goes in that direction too. So when we pigeon toe, my body is actually already wanting to face in the direction that my toes are facing, okay? So it's a really great trick, and it's dance, actually the pigeon toe is used a lot as well in ballroom. So definitely one of the tips and tricks that I picked up in that side of the world. So from that tip, okay, so after we've used that second step, 2, 3, okay, 5. We need to make sure that that 5 is a step and pivot, okay? So you're almost stepping and pivoting simultaneously, okay? So that you can complete that rotation fairly quickly, all right? Because this is salsa, this is fast. So we don't have time to do 5 and 6, 7, okay? Unless you're dancing choreography where it's set for you, that's not going to be the case when you're dancing socially, okay? So let's put this together again. You're going to dance the full 360 turn, okay? Starting with that left leg. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what we're going to discuss now are those hook turns, okay? Now, hook turns, I think I might turn to the side for this one. So, hook turns, what I want you all to start with actually is your right foot, okay? So we're just going to discuss the actual hook turn part of it, and I'll discuss how to kind of get into it after. So, hook turn, what I want you guys to get used to is hooking that foot, that right foot, behind the heel of the left hook, okay? Now, doesn't matter that I'm in heels and you might be barefoot, socked, shoes, doesn't really matter, okay? You need to make sure though that the ball of the foot, okay, we always talk about the ball of the foot, this is the ball of the foot, okay, is up, all right? So we are not doing this. That will not be a hook turn, okay? It could be, but it would be very difficult. So, hook turn starts with the ball of the foot and the right foot in this case because we're doing a hook turn to the right, okay? So, make sure that you get used to this. Swing that leg behind. What this is not though, and I'm going to face this to show you, we aren't trying to kind of get the right foot next to the left on the other side, okay? That's too much of a hook, all right? So, you need to make sure that you have room to move. So we need to make sure that that foot is behind, but it's not locked, okay? So make sure it's not completely tattooed to the left leg. You won't have anywhere to move, okay? This is a swift turn, okay? So, first things first, okay? This is your right leg, and in our typical salsa basic that we've discussed up until this point, the right foot is usually 5 in our count. So to explain that a little bit more, I'll go over your regular salsa basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? When we go back on our right, we typically count 5, okay, on a lead side of the world. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So in this case, this 5 will be your hook behind, okay? So, this is your 5, okay? Again, I haven't put my heel down yet, so make sure that that heel is up, all right? Now, if I were to dance this straight on with you, okay, so 5, what you're gonna do now, my weight is actually equally transferred right now. I have not replaced my weight fully onto my right because I can't, my heel is up, right? And I still have a little bit of weight on my left, all right? So there's a partial weight on that right foot. What you're gonna do is you're going to push into the ball of the foot. Remember, we talked about squishing that bug, okay? Squish the bug and rotate, okay? So, if you can tell, I did not put my heel down yet, okay? So just practice this. Do a couple of these drills at home. Put a little bit of pressure onto that right leg. Don't drop the heel. Rotate. My heel is still up. The right heel is still up, okay? If I dance this from the side, okay? My right leg is behind my left heel, okay? My right foot, sorry, is behind my left heel. My right heel is up. I'm going to put a little bit of pressure into the ball of my right foot. And remember, you're turning to the right. So, okay? Only come around as far as you're comfortable for now, okay? So again, bum, bum, okay? I made, in essence, a 180 rotation by doing that. So I'm landing on the ball of the foot of the right, and I'm pushing off the ball of the foot, and I'm landing, okay? So that is part of the technique on the hook turn, okay? So what you're going to do with the hook turn, this is 5, you're gonna come around for 6. It doesn't matter that you're not all the way around. You're going to then finally put your full weight onto your right leg for 7. And then you're going to just bring that left foot in, okay? Do not transfer your weight onto the left, okay? Some people will do that. They'll do this. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you have the wrong foot available, okay? There's still only 3 steps to this, okay? There's still just 5, 6, 7, okay? You can bring that left foot around, but do not put any weight on it. You can stabilize a little bit if you're feeling a little wobbly, but do not put any weight on that left because this is your 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, okay? So, if we put this together with a basic, you're going to dance half of a normal salsa basic. So you're just going to dance half a basic like normal. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 5, remember, that hook behind for 5. You're going to put some pressure into that right ball of the foot and rotate to the right. Land for 6. Okay? And what you're going to do is continue that rotation to the right. Land for 7. Okay? And then you can bring the left foot around, all right? So, one more time, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, okay? And even if that left foot is left behind, that's okay. You can still bring it forward on 1, okay? So, let's give that another try, and then I'll rotate so that you can see it from the other side. So, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Good, okay? And then you will finish you'll start on your 1. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show it from the other angle and I'll put it together in a routine for you. So here we go, and 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Hook for 5, do not put the heel down. push into the ball of the right foot, come around for 6, and finish that rotation for 7, okay? And land, make sure you land on that right leg for 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So again, from this direction, our hook turn to the right. 1, 2, 3, 5. So no heel drop yet. 6, no heel drop yet. And 7, finally a whole foot onto that right foot for 7. And then we have our left foot available for 1, okay? So remember on this hook turn, okay? Again, on that hook turn, the heel doesn't drop for 2 counts, okay? So 5 and 6, the heel hasn't dropped. It's only when I come around for 7 that the heel finally drops, all right? That will allow you to get through this with speed, okay? And keep to tempo with the music, because this one's fast, okay? This one's like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, okay? Now, a tip for your hook turn. When we're dancing, okay, sometimes if we're dancing, we're unsure of a move, or we're just kind of learning something, we dance, we call it dancing too high up, okay? You're not grounded enough, okay? Once you're comfortable with a move, we tend to kind of use our feet, use our bodies a little bit more. We're more grounded. The more grounded you are, the more balanced you are, and the more grounded you are, the faster actually you'll be, okay? So people think that if they dance kind of in their shoulders or in their upper body, that they'll be faster. It slows you down quite a bit. Now, when you're doing the hook turns, okay? Actually, I'm gonna turn this way to show you. When you're doing the hook turns, we can't, if you locked your knees, you will be staggering yourself through it, okay? So, when you wanna do a hook turn, and if you wanna do it really swiftly, really quickly, it actually helps to come down further, okay? 5, 6, 7, okay? It actually helps to come further down in your knees. So we do a little bit of a level change, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, okay? There's nothing wrong with a level change. It actually helps get you through this turn a little bit faster. So you need to make sure though, that level change is on 5, okay? But the heel still has to stay up, 6, 7, okay? The heel still has to stay up for 5 and 6. All I'm giving you is a bit of a tip that if you come down a little bit further, you will actually maintain your balance a little bit better, and you'll be able to get through it faster, okay? So, shall we put this together in a routine for you? Let us do, what are we gonna do? I wrote it down here. 2 basics, followed by a 360 turn to the left. Let's not forget that. Then we will go into our Susie cues. So hopefully you guys remember that from last tutorial. And then we're gonna do a half a basic with the hook turn to the right, okay? So let's break this down for you from the top. And basic 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 360 turn. So remember, left foot forward, pigeon toe, and turn to the left to face the back of the room. We still have 5, 6, 7. 5 is a straight step forward. 5, pivot, land on 6, close for 7, okay? So we just finished 2 basics, and we finished our 360 turn to the left. Susie Q time. So remember the Susie Q. In, out, and cross. And in, out, and cross, okay? From there, we are doing our half of a basic. 1, 2, 3. Here comes that hook turn. Here we go. Hook, step in place on that left, step in place on that right, okay? So, one more time. And basic, 2, 3, 5, 6. Another basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 360 turn to the left. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, Susie Q. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Half a basic to hook turn. 5, 6, 7. Good. Okay. So one more time in this direction, and I'll turn it around. And basic. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 360. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Susie Q. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Half a basic. 1, 2, 3. hook, 6, 7. Nice. Okay, let's take it from this side. Okay, ready, and basic 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 60, turn to the left. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, Susie Q. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, half a basic to hook, turn, 6, 7. Very good. Okay, I think it's time for music, everybody. Okay, here we go. All right. Here we go. Okay, let's go. I'm speeding up the tempo a little bit on you guys, so make sure to practice. Okay, the faster we can dance to salsa, the better. Okay? And this one's an easy one. All right. So make sure you hear me. There you go. Okay. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Turn to the left. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Susie Q. 5, 6, 7. Half a basic. Go turn. 1, 5, 1. From the top, here we go. 2 basics. 5, 6, 7. 1, 5. Turn to the left. 1, 5. And Susie Q. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Go turn. 1, 5. 1. From the top, here we go. 2 basics. 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 6, 7. Turn to the left. 5, 6, 7. Susie Q. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1 and 5. Good. Okay. Okay, that was a good one. That was good for the soul. All right, so that is your 360 turn to the left and your hook turns to the right. So what I'm going to do for the next video is I'm going to dedicate the next video to some intermediate advanced dancers, and I'm going to come up with a routine actually that's using all of the moves that we're discussing up until now, but when you start to do some intermediate advanced combinations, it really doesn't have to be anything too complex. It's just all in how you break down the combos and break down the movements and the footwork, and that in itself can be a challenging routine for various levels of dancers. So next video that's going to come in salsa will be geared more towards intermediate advanced. That's okay. Give it a try. Don't be shy to try. Don't be shy to try that out. And if it's a little too challenging, that's okay. Let it challenge you. It might force you to kind of go back and look at other tutorials. That's okay, all right? We all have to practice our basics. We all have to work on this and practice at home, all right? So stay in touch, Show me your videos, show me your pictures, follow us on social media, and I will see you very soon. Bye!